Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my little chickadees, wherever you're watching and whatever time it is where you are. So good to see you all again. It's your main squeeze, Brandon, here for another real life talk. I'm just driving on my way to work from church, and wanted to kind of share something with y'all today that we talked about in our older classroom. And I had the honor of being with the 10s and 11s. Usually my group is like between the ages of 5 and 9. But actually no, now it's 8 and 9s. I forget. Anyway, so we in 10s and 11s, the subject of the day was, how do you value yourself? Which I thought, okay, that's a good question to ask. How do you value yourself? And I was talking with the kids, and they gave some really good answers. They saw themselves as chill, cool people. Someone that's relaxed, someone that's good at Super Smash Brothers. And I was like, okay, go ahead, Super Smash Brothers. And I of course had to answer. I was like, well, I see myself as a crazy individual. Anyone that's met me knows that I'm like a crazy, unique person, and that I'm different. Anywho, so we were getting further into our questions, and the one question that we had to ask for the icebreaker was, if you had to describe yourself in a color, what would it be and why? So I thought, okay, this might get a little bit more interesting. But once again, the kids surprised me, and it showed the colors that they picked. They showed, somebody said they see themselves as blue because they're cool, they're calm, and everything. And somebody saw themselves as purple because they like the Ravens. And a really good one I heard, somebody said they saw themselves as silver because they were not just gold yet. And I felt that. I felt that. So it came my turn, to answer the question, and I was like, well, I don't know what I see myself as. And somebody in the room said, well, I see you as a red. I see you as somebody that stands out, and I was just like, oh, that's new to me. I've never seen it like that before. And it just goes to show so much about how, other people see you. And it's crazy how other people see you. And, well, my talk isn't just on that, though, about how other people see you, but I want to flip it. I want to flip it on the fact of how you think other people see you. And this is a real struggle bus moment for me. A while ago, I kind of allowed myself to be vulnerable, as I like to call it, because I kind of talked about anxiety, and I talked about how I on occasion suffer from anxiety. It's not as bad as like panic attacks and things like that, but on occasion I do get a little bit of the anxiety side. And another thing that I ride on and I've gotten better, may I say, my anxiety has gotten much better. I've been taking much better care of myself. I've been, I've changed jobs and transitioned to new positions now, and they've become less stressful, and I've learned to take better self-care of myself. So that's something everyone I think needs to do, is take good, better self-care of yourself. But I digest. I know what the word is, but I like to say, but I digest. Another thing that I struggle with is self-image. And by what I mean by self-image is, I know I'm a hefty boy. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed of me being a hefty boy. I'm not like grossly obese, or grotesque. I got a little meat on my bones. I like to eat every now and then. Korean barbecue calls my name. I'm like, hey, what's up? But I don't eat constantly, and I don't get active. I try to be as active as I can get. Not gym active, but I try to stay active. But the struggle bus moment for me is that sometimes in the morning I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror, and I do think I am grossly obese and grotesque sometimes. And it's a real struggle bus moment, because why, as people, do we think of ourselves like that sometimes? Sometimes we can get up in the morning and we'll just, the first thing we say, I woke up like this. And when we say that, we look at ourselves and we're like, oh, what is it? This is new. When did this happen? When did I grow this? And how did I manage to get that? And, it's the fact of sometimes our self-image of ourselves is just ugly and grotesque. And one of the things that I've noticed that we struggle with that is the things that we digest. And I don't mean by food digest. I mean by, let me go back to the whole judging and the whole what other thing people think about us. Because there are times where we will sit around and we will hear other people say things like, oh, I got a little extra on this side, or I got a little turkey waddle here or there. And sometimes we digest that and we look at that and we go, well, maybe I got that going on here. Maybe I got bingo wings, or maybe I got, and we start to digest that to a point that as we're digesting it, it becomes constant communication with ourselves, and that's messed up. Sometimes we digest the things that we see on Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram and all the other social media things. And as someone that works in social media, you know, you always see lots of things where it seems like everybody's got it better than you. Somebody's got that better 2-bedroom apartment than you. Someone's got that better car than you. Someone's got that better body image. There's that girl that had that, you know, triplets and now has back to her beach body figure. And here you are sitting like a sack of potatoes wondering how in the world did this not go away? And the thing is that we don't look at ourselves and create ourselves to be 10s. You don't have to look the 10 to be a 10. Sometimes you just got to get up in the morning and say, boo, I'm a 10. And here's the thing, here's the crazy part, and I digged into this way too much than I wanted to, but as I kept digging, I kept seeing things that just resonated. And sometimes people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship because they're looking for self-verification. They're looking for self-worth, and they're looking for somebody to tell them, you look good, you look great, you look fantastic. Oh, you a 10, boo, and you. Here's the thing, sometimes you need to get up in the morning and tell yourself that. I look beautiful, I look great, I look fantastic. You don't need somebody to validate how good you look. I look good. I may be 29, but dang it, I look good for 29. I still got everything. Praise the Lord, I still got all 10 fingers, all 10 toes. I may got a little bit more baggage, a little bit more wrinkles, but thank God I'm still alive. I made it. That's the thing. We don't value ourselves as much as we should. We don't give ourselves as much credit as we should. Instead, we look at what everybody else has, and we think we think the grass is greener, but it's not. Sometimes you see those things on Instagram and Snapchat and you think everything looking good, but on the inside it's not. It's a different story. And we let that trap ourselves into this mentality of, I wish I had it better, when you should appreciate what you have. Yeah, you may not drive a BMW, but I love my Buick. It gets me from point A to point B. And by gosh, it's a luxury car to me. I may not have that 2-bedroom apartment loft that overlooks the city with the beautiful view of the lake, but I love my little townhouse that I live in and all the amenities I have. And I may not be on the penthouse suite, but thank God at least I got shelter. Here's the thing, boys and girls, the thing is that we have allowed ourselves to get trapped in this mentality of to have better, to have better, to have better, to have better. And the thing is, I get it. Make your paper, boo-boo. Get on the game or whatever you got to do. I get it. But if you keep chasing after what's great, and not accepting what you have that is great, you're going to be so tired. You're going to be so tired running left and right trying to get to what's best when you need to appreciate what you got, boo. Appreciate what you got. Appreciate them handles that you got on your side. Appreciate them curves. Appreciate the hair you got. Forgive me, I'm trying to fix everything back up to where I had it. Pennsylvania roads, we got all them bumps and everything. Appreciate everything that you have now. Appreciate the family you got. Appreciate the friends you got. Appreciate the people that are in your lives. Appreciate what you got. You got to appreciate it. Traffic be crazy around here. Appreciate what you got. Appreciate what you got. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate who you are. Stop thinking just because they got six-pack and abs means you the ugliest thing on the block. No, you're not. No, you are not. You got it going on. And until you can keep telling yourself that and digesting that in yourself, you're going to let all these this toxins of believing everything is better than you get so deep in there. No. I need you to wake this tomorrow morning, whenever you wake up the next time, whatever you do, get in the mirror right now if you got to. I'm going to need you to get up and look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am special. I am unique. I am wonderfully and fearfully made. I look good. Don't matter what age you are, you look good. Age is nothing but a number. I've seen 80-year-olds that look like they were in their 50s. Age is nothing but a number. You look good. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but you look good. So if you haven't heard that in a long time, take this today as your ticket. You look good, boo. You look good. Please stop running. Please stop chasing it. Because if you're chasing after what's better and better and better, you are going to get tired. And I can't have you worn out. I can't have that. This message is not to delete Snapchat. It's not to delete Instagram. It's not to delete any of them apps. You can have them apps. You can have the social media apps. But what I'm telling you is don't think that everything that you see is gold, because it ain't. It is not gold. Everything that glitters is not gold. Sometimes those people get in those houses just for the Instagram picture, okay? So, before you start wondering and ready to spend the bank account on how I can get the next Malibu beach house, appreciate what you got. Look around. Look around. Appreciate what you got. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate yourself, boo. And that is a real life talk. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoyed these videos. See you next time.